Hey, so you're probably here because you're trying to do a fire simulation in Blender 2.9-ish, and it worked fine in preview, and then you went to render it, and in both Eevee and Cycles, you just got smoke. So at some point between Blender 2.9-ish and whatever version they made all the tutorials on fire in, they've added an extra setting. So for the seasoned users, that's the Blackbody intensity setting under the materials volume setting. For everyone else, who, like me, who's just getting started with Blender, I will show you where to find it and how to turn it on. So this is probably what you're getting. It works fine in the preview. For the moment you switch over to render view, that one disappears. The flames just don't happen. It doesn't render. And that's in Eevee. It's the same thing happens in Cycles. So we're going to go back and we're actually going to create a new cube. Don't save. We're going to use default cube because that's perfectly okay. We're going to do quick effects smoke. I'm going to go and go down to the what's it called, the physics, and turn that from smoke to fire. So this should now be fire when it's baked. And we're gonna just do a quick run, and you see in the preview we're getting fire. We go to render mode and nothing. So back to our preview, and we're going to go to the smoke domain, and in the material settings, which is this ball, we go down till we find volume, and we turn on Blackbody intensity, which is that one. You can change the tint and everything. And now if we go into our preview, we've got fire. And it's as simple as that, although my graphics card is absolutely rubbish, so this runs really, really slowly on my computer. But yes, when you bake it now, you will have fire. And this can obviously be done in the shader editor. Principal shader, and there you have the Blackbody intensity, which is already at 1 because I did it in the panel near the side. And that's it. That's all there is to it, really. General points with fire. You're going to want to turn in the smoke domain in the physics. You want to turn the number of resolution divisions up a bit. I tend to use, for something that size, I tend to use about 48 for preview renders. Otherwise, it just looks rubbish. The higher you go, the more high resolution it is. But obviously, the longer it takes to render. Also, the other setting that I've noticed, as you noticed, I turned the smoke off just to fire. However, we're still getting smoke. If you actually want to get rid of the smoke altogether, you have to turn flame smoke to 0. So now, if I go and go back to the beginning and render it, I'll get the fire, but I don't get any smoke. Oops. Like that. Yay. All done. Hope that helped. Have a good one.